It's time! The very best in Japanese football. Welcome along to the J1 League GOALZONE Show. Round 23 opened with Cerezo at home against the Marinos. The Antlers headed to the Sapporo Dome for their clash with Hokkaido, while on the Honshu Island, Kawasaki and Nagoya were primed for battle. The Marinos shared their spoils with Gamba in midweek and would be hoping to end their travels with another Osakan scalp as they faced third-place Cerezo in this contest. Shazad Haq has the call.
It's a good ball in, and that is goal number 33. Hiroaki Okuno with what looked to be a free header. We said they don't score too many, but they've taken the lead here. And Sakamoto once again with a delightful ball, but where is that marking on Okuno? It's an absolutely free header. There's no one around him in between those defenders. It's just too easy, isn't it? There's no one there, not one around him at all. Oh, just falling over there, Desabato. Here's Eric. Now Junior Santos. He's done well, Junior Santos. Beautiful touch. The flag has gone up for offside. A lovely little flick on from him, but it's not going to count. Not sure what he's annoyed about, the decision. This was Desabato. He'll be very relieved that was offside. Well, there's no doubt about it, is there? Absolutely no doubt about it. Clearly offside. Surely they've got to finish off. It just seemed to escape them, and he's got it into the near post. Okuno with his second. Well, how on earth did that go in? Everyone just seemed to stop. They should have scored seconds earlier. Didn't take the opportunity, but Okuno makes... Well, this was great work. I think he just about evaded the offside trap there, Kiyotake. But disappointing for Kajikawa. It's a nice late run in from Kiyotake. Just skipped away there, didn't it, from Toyokawa, but he's made no mistake here. Good work there from Okuno. It's just now 7 goals this season. Trying to lob the keeper! What a brilliant goal that is! For the third! And now surely the points are with Cerezo Osaka. He loves it. Latina, you don't see a smile from him very often. But that is a brilliant goal. Have a look at that one. He's taken it superbly. One look up and chip over the goalkeeper. Brilliantly placed. And that, after only coming on a few minutes ago, Toyokawa, his first goal of the season. It is an excellent one. Oh, it's another good ball. Toyokawa, can he make it 4? Yes, he can! They are looking good here, Cerezo Osaka. And the substitute has got his second and Cerezo's 4th. He was waiting and waiting to peel off the last man. Completely onside, of course. Far too easy. He went right across Hatanaka, did everything correctly, and he's finished well. Oh, and they have got a goal right at the end of this game. Won't change anything. And it was an open goal, really. Pretty good header, I've got to say. They'll be annoyed by that, Cerezo. A team that prides itself on its defence, and right at the end of it. Is there a chance here? Oh, it's come off the woodwork. Takagi holding off the pressure of Matsubara. And that has brought to an end a very entertaining game. Final score, Cerezo Osaka 4, Yokohama F Marinos 1.
Moving north, the Antlers arrived in Sapporo on the back of 2 wins. Looking to take advantage of Consadole's shaky defence, another 3 points would help their push into the top 5. Here's Mark Richmond.
Lucas Kaneko in the middle of the box, just played it slightly behind. Another disappointing ball. His end product has just been very disappointing in this match. Lucas Fernandez. Suga, that's a brilliant ball inside. Komai has scored. Onside, says the referee and the assistant referee. And Yoshiaki Komai has got the go-ahead goal for Consadole Sapporo. And you'd have to say on the balance of play, they've absolutely deserved it. Well, it came off after a very poor ball from Lucas Fernandez, and then it was kept alive by Miyazawa. But how about this for a pass inside from Suga? Or is it Fukumori who found some space and found the perfect ball? It was Fukumori. We all know he can deliver quality, and that he certainly provided on a plate for Komai. 4th of the season for Yoshiaki. That's another one. Oh, brilliant. Oh, came off the uprights, I believe. So very unlucky. Shunta Tanaka, who's already got one this year and maybe should have got his 2nd of the season and buried that one, because goalkeeper Yuya Aoki once again came out and got nowhere close to the ball. Here is Everaldo in a chase on with Tanaka. Brilliant work by the Brazilian. Everaldo, Ueda's right there! Oh, off the uprights. Very unlucky. Ayase Ueda, the fox in the box, almost ready to unleash and unbox certain glories and joys for Kashima Antlers and the equalizer. The cross just flung inside out of hope more than anything else. Arano's there to clear it. Komai with that final touch. And how apt that the final touch came from the number 14, because it was his goal and has been the difference between the two sides. Yoshiaki Komai's goal, the difference. Consadole Sapporo win this one by a 0-0.
Back in Kanagawa, newly promoted Yokohama had been winless in 3 and would seem likely to be in trouble when 2nd place Tokyo came to visit. Patrick Kinghorn has your commentary.
Back to Yasunaga. It's a nice ball through the middle as well. If they can get the turn in here, they could be in business. The shot comes in and it's not missed by much. It was deflected. Kazunari Ichimi's effort. The first real side to goal we've had inside these opening 8 minutes. And look at the turn here. And would this have been on target but for the deflection? It may well have been. It's put in by Tezuka and ends up being deflected and going into the grateful arms of Hayashi. And since that early effort from Ichimi inside the first 5 minutes, that's the closest they've come. And I'll tell you something, don't know John Amari knew much about this, but if it doesn't take the deflection off Amari's knee, that doesn't go straight into the hands of Hayashi. Oliveira's head comes out to Gawa, and they want handball. They're screaming for handball. No VAR, remember. And players' reactions are usually quite sharp in this situation. It wasn't just Tagawa that went up looking for this. They were all over the linesman. It was incredibly close to the point of contact. It has come off the hand or the arm of Yasunaga. This FC Tokyo challenge, I get the feeling there's going to be a few more nervy moments for them. Marta Silva. Look at Adelton running forward. Diego Oliveira just whistles past the post. But Adelton acted as a decent decoy there, and the shot wasn't a million miles away. Diego Oliveira, who's without a goal in his last 5 games, not a million miles away there. And did it take a deflection as well? Nakamura launches it long, looking for Diego Oliveira, who'll do well to get there in time and pulls it back brilliantly. What a save! Rakutani was straight at him, but it was still some save from Hara after marvellous work from Diego Oliveira. FC Tokyo are starting to turn on the turbos now, the gas men. Wonderful work from Diego Oliveira. Would have been some goal that if Hara could have applied the finishing touch from Rakutani. The side of him, he was in trouble. It was straight at him, and he stood up well. And Yokohama, sensing they might be able to catch FC Tokyo out as they go looking for a winner. And they very nearly do there. Can they get the ball through? They can. Here's an effort for Yokohama into the area. Surely must be. Is Yuki Kasano has stolen it for Yokohama at the death against them on a play. And the Fury season goes from strength to strength. They're 2 minutes and change away from beating the second best team this season in J1. The side that many thought would finish bottom without winning a game, that even with relegation would have seen them finish well clear of the bottom 3. They've kept their discipline. It's a nightmare for Watanabe. Lovely hustle from Yuji Sanuba, who's not done much today to this point, but if he's only done one thing, he's mugged Watanabe there and managed to get the ball through to Yuki Kasano, whose first ever J1 goal has put Yokohama on the brink of a big scalp. Delivered to the penalty spot, keeper spilled it, and it's been blocked on the line. They want handball again, and they're not going to get it. The second big handball appeal there's been in the second half. It would have hit the player in the chest, but he's inexplicably put his hands into his chest, I assume, to make sure he wouldn't commit handball. So, well, what do you make of that? It's definitely hit his hands, and his hands are in an unnatural position. They're not by his side, so by the letter of the law, VAR would probably have given it. Delton keeps it in. Can they at least win a corner? He's up against Maguinho. Lovely nutmeg. Into the middle it goes. Can they equalise now? It goes wide, and they want another penalty. But they only get a goal kick. They want handball for the third time in the second half. They don't get it, and the referee, Junpai Aoa, blows for full time. A historic victory for Yokohama FC. The Fury have beaten the Gasmen by a goal to nil. Kenta Hasegawa can't believe it 3 times. FC Tokyo believe they should have had a penalty in the second stanza. With no VAR, there was nothing doing. It has finished. Yokohama FC 1, FC Tokyo 0.
A battle of the scrappers over in Shizuoka. Shimizu had conceded 13 goals in 5 matches, while Sagan had only managed 2 goals in their last 5. 3 points were up for grabs then. They just had to get there. An early corner saw Teruki Hara rise highest, but Kenta Nishizawa was online to head clear. Not much else to show for the collective efforts in the first half. 10 minutes into the second, and Thiago Alves with the free kick just scrapes the roof of the netting. It took 72 minutes for the first goal to come. Shimizu's Valdo rising highest at the far post to head home. But with 5 minutes remaining, some untidy football in the box and some persistence from Daichi Hayashi saw Sagan get their equaliser, the points shared. That's the halfway point of the J1 League GOALZONE Show. When we come back though, the league leaders were on the hunt for payback. You're watching the J1 League GOALZONE Show. More goals still on offer from round 23 of Japan's top flight. Let's head to Kyushu next. Oita were back at home after 2 losses on the road, but they'd face a difficult visitor in the guise of Gamba, who'd not lost in 7. Midway through the first half, Gamba's Adam Milson put the ball in the net, but the ball just brushed Kazuma Watanabe's arms as it went past him, and this one was disallowed. Ten minutes into the second half, onside because a defender who played the ball through, Tatsuya Tanaka, must score! 4 minutes later, and Tanaka was odds on to score again. Higashiguchi with a good stop. Still no goals, and inside the last 25 minutes, Ryosuke Tone charges onto that ball but glances it wide. There seemed no joy for Gamba either, Mun Kyung-gun doing his best to keep everything out and succeeding. But with 18 minutes still to play, Patrick made an almighty leap amidst defenders around him to head home for the opener. 5 minutes later, Oita looking for the equaliser. Tanaka gets his head to the ball, but it's blocked by Ryu Takao and the goalkeeper gathers. In the 5th minute of injury time, with the goal gaping, Toshio Shimakawa looking for the equaliser, but he couldn't hit the target. 1-0 it finished. Shonan had only managed 1 goal in their string of 6 straight losses and had only won once at home all season. The bottom place club would need all of their good fortunes when Kashiwa came to town. And they got a good start. As early as the 4th minute, Takuya Akamoto from an acute angle puts Shonan in front. But Kashiwa picked up their equaliser in the 22nd minute, with the goalkeeper going on a wander Olunga rose highest, and it's all tied up. On the stroke of half-time, goalkeeper Kosei Tani couldn't quite gather the shot from Ataru Isaka. That meant that Olunga pounced, the goalkeeper saved it again, and again. 1-1 at the break. Tani was called upon early in the second half too, tipping Yuta Kamiya's drive over the bar. 8 minutes into the second half, and Kashiwa took the lead for the first time. They all seemed to be queuing up, but it was Kamiya whose finish was very sweet. With 12 minutes left, Shonan got their equaliser after a very lofted ball was played into the box. Tema Matsuda fires home with his left foot. And they would go back in front 3 minutes later. Okamoto with the cross, Naoki Ishihara with the diving header. With time running out, Cristiano looks for the equaliser by lobbing the goalkeeper, but Koki Tachi saves the day for Shonan, and they take the points. Urawa needed to put pedal to the metal to pull themselves away from the middle of the pack, and a hapless Sendai would provide them with a decent opportunity. And the home team got a good start. Just 8 minutes in, the back heel from Koya Yoruki finds Kozuki Nagasawa, and that's 1-0. And they made it 9 minutes from the break. Martinez free kick flying into the top corner. Just 3 minutes later, and they get the chance to make it 3. Shinzo Kuroki brought down by Slowick in the box. The goalkeeper got a fingertip to the penalty, but it was too well struck by Kuroki, and that's 3-0. 6 minutes into the second half, and Urawa were at it again. Kuroki striding in between two defenders, heading home the fourth. Looking for a fifth, Leonardo timed his run superbly to beat the offside trap, and by this time everyone was wanting a crack at the Vegalta Sendai goal. It was Ewerton's turn, and his shot inches wide. Vegalta needed all the help they can get, and they got it from the post for a second time. Tomoaki Makino going close this time. But just seconds later, Martinez pulled the ball back from the byline, and Leonardo finished to make it 5-0. Having been saved by the woodwork twice, Vegalta were denied by it. Shun Nagasawa heading onto the crossbar with 11 minutes left. Time for everyone to go out and practice their first touch, because it'll never be as good as Leonardo's. 6-0 to Urawa. And there was still time for Leonardo to go for his third. But when it seemed easier to score, Slowick saved the day, or rather the shot. Urawa winning this one by 6-0. Kobe's return to winning ways had hit a bit of a roadblock in recent times, but they rested some of their players in midweek, and that might help them when paying a visit to Hiroshima. Late in the first half, Sanfrecce's Leandro Pereira literally running circles around the Vissel Kobe defence. Yusuke Chajima sees his header saved. 2 minutes from the break, and an absolute bullet of a header from Sho Sasaki. The goalkeeper got a very firm hand to it, but even that wasn't good enough. And that seemed to change the course of the game. Just moments later, Ezekiel winning the ball, playing in Leandro Pereira, who drives forward to make it 2-0 at the break. A very alert Pereira beat the offside trap 6 minutes into the second half, but couldn't keep his touch down. And Sanfrecce kept pressing forward. Hayao Kawabe with the shot, saved by the goalkeeper. Eventually, Pereira has another attempt, and the goalkeeper literally crawls to recover the ball. With 6 minutes to play, a glimpse of hope for Vissel Kobe. Dankler's shot takes a deflection and beyond the goalkeeper, 2-1 now. Sanfrecce, though, instead of choosing to defend their lead, decided to attack some more. Yuya Asano with the first effort, Kawabe with the second. There was still time for more action. We're now 5 minutes into time added on. Junya Tanaka has the ball palmed onto his head, but his effort comes back off the woodwork. And a minute later, Vissel Kobe almost had their equaliser. A clear handball by Shunki Higashi, but the referee apparently didn't see it, and there's no VAR in Japan. 2-1 it finished. The last time Kawasaki Frontale were on a 10-game winning streak, it was ended by Nagoya Grampus. Well, coming into this game, Kawasaki also had 10 straight wins under their belt, and they were up against Nagoya once more. Here's Shazad Haq.
Now they surge forward. Oh, it's a decent effort and a pretty good save as well. Yamane let fly. And actually, you'd say Langerak, it's a save he probably should be making anyway. It's at a good height for him. And it is into an empty goal, and look who it is. Kaoru Mitoma continues his red-hot debut season in the J-League. His 11th goal, and it was an easy one into an empty net. Absolutely no one on him. I'm not sure what they're appealing for. It is not offside. Very, very easy. A little flick on there from his skipper, Toniguchi. Brilliant from the youngster. Well, he is loving this season, isn't he, Kaoru Mitoma? Jasil, oh, it's an own goal, I think. Took a huge deflection, his header. I wonder if it'll be credited to him. He's not going to carry it at the moment because Kawasaki have got their second. Oh, it's going to be an own goal, isn't it? I think it's off Nakatani as well, the man who gave away the free kick. Yes, it is. Oh, that's going to hurt. I had no idea about that one. So they're bringing more firepower on. They have to, really. Oh, this time he makes no mistake, Jasil. This is his goal, without a shadow of a doubt. The Brazilian emphatically heads in. Kawasaki Frontale's third. Nakamura will get the assist for sure now. That's a great leap, isn't it? From Jasil into that far corner. He's planted that perfectly. And they are cruising now. Well, that brings an end to this game in which final score, Kawasaki Frontale 3, Nagoya Grampus 0.
Cerezo were comprehensive in their 4-1 win over the Marinos, and Consadole Sapporo scored a precious 3 points at home over the Antlers. Yokohama left it late to spring an upset over Tokyo, while Kawasaki continued their march towards the title, beating Nagoya 3-0. Shonan topped Kashiwa in a 5-goal thriller, and Urawa ran riot with a 6-goal rampage over Sendai. Frontale continue their thundering run towards the finish, 11 consecutive wins now and 17 points clear. Cerezo hopped back into second on 48 points after FC Tokyo slipped up with their defeat this round. Gamba still steady on the climb, heading towards third spot and playoff qualification for the AFC Champions League. Kobe drop into the bottom half of the table once more, recording no points after their 9th loss of the season. finally a point for Shimizu after 5 games, lifting them to 16th, and Shonan with a rare 3 points but still sitting at the bottom of the table. That's another edition of the J1 League Goal Zone Show done and dusted. I'm Steve Dawson and we'll see you next time.